Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Engadget live stream of Google's Pixel 6 event today. I'm reviews editor Sherlyn Lowe, and joining me over here is senior editor Jess Condit. Hello, Jess.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so I just learned just now, Jess, that you are currently a Pixel user. What Pixel do you use?
I have in this chunky case a Pixel 5. As we just said,
Yeah,
the boring Pixel. I'm
the boring
super
Pixel.
excited. Yeah, I want the Pixel 6 Pro. That's like what I have
Yeah,
my eye on for this stream. So this is
yeah.
this is for me. Let's do it. Yeah.
Good, because as we all know, and as Google has made no attempt to keep secret, by the way, we're here to see the Pixel 6, the Pixel 6 Pro. But a quick note, by the way, for everyone that's watching right now in our chat right now and who may be confused as to what's going on, this is Engadget's live stream. This is not Google's stream. We are starting a little bit early to just kind of kick things off, chat with y'all what your hopes and dreams might be in life, but also for the Pixel 6s. And when Google's stream does start at 1 p.m. Eastern, we will be mostly quiet. We're not going to, talk over what Google is saying. So you can just keep your computer or your phone or whatever you're using locked here, and then we'll watch it together. We may gasp in shock with you if there's anything worth gasping about. And then after Google ends its stream, we will be answering all your questions, your burning questions. We will react to the same things as you do. Some of us may be a little more informed than others, but yeah, we would love to hear your thoughts. So now that we have about 15 minutes to go before the event kicks off, we would love to hear what people think, what people want to see, and shout out, by the way, to the people already here in the chat, some regulars like Jonathan Anderson. I've seen Sebastian Note before. We've got Ivan A. We've got Billy Smith, Shiva Kuti, Drew Karmokar is here again. I'm so excited. We have so many familiar names. There's a lot of new names as well. So anyway, hello. Hi.
Hello, everyone. I should pull that up. I want to keep an eye on the comments.
You should. You really should.
I really should.
Lots of questions. Like Torin, I hope I'm saying that right, says they're a Pixel 1 user and that it's still a great phone. Holy crap. Okay.
Pixel 1.
Holy shit. This is a swear-friendly stream, I think.
Accidentally, it will be. I really can't hold back most of the time. So sorry, guys.
Same. I'm gonna shit all the way through.
No, it's not that kind of stream, guys. My God.
No, not that stream. Maybe. Anyway, okay. Nobody, username nobody says you're new here. So hi, hey, thanks for joining us. We've got people from India asking if it will come to India and hoping it will go to India. Hey, for your sake, I hope so too. I don't know what the rollout plans are just like yet. I would say look to your past history, past examples. I think Google has generally taken care of the Pixel of the market in India, but not necessarily with its high-end phones. So, Alden says hi greetings from Indonesia. Selamat datang, selamat pagi for us here in America. Maybe selamat malam for you. Yeah, send us your questions. Do you see anything that piques your interest, Jess?
In the chat?
Yes.
Or let's see.
In the chat. I'm sorry. We're just talking in the chat room. Who cares about Google?
Pixel Buds. I saw someone. Okay. Looking for those Pixel Buds. I have a Samsung situation in my ear right now. The Samsung Buds. I like these Galaxies. Yeah, I like these a lot. Yes, baby. Ooh, black and white. Oh, nice.
I got the white one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're like angel devil here. This is kind of our dynamic.
This is exactly how it should be. This is right. And I got these right before the BTS edition came out. I was really bummed. I would have gotten the BTS edition. Yeah.
No.
Oh well.
Speaking of BTS, Samsung has an event tomorrow. I don't know if they'll show up. Anyway, hey, we've got some love for your tattoos from Suryaba and Singh Rawat. Also, people like Ija Morris, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, saying Pixel Watch maybe? Look,
dude, I would love that.
I know it would be amazing. Hey, maybe I
Yeah.
really don't know, but I do think if it were supposed to be today, we would have seen a lot more leaks by now.
Yes,
So I'm not
absolutely.
sure.
That would be a
Yeah,
huge deal. That's a big piece of hardware for them. Yeah, if they did that.
yeah. Lot of people have lots of good questions, and Albert says you guys have the Pixel 5. Indeed, Jess is maining a Pixel 5. I am maining a Pixel 5 as well as an iPhone 13 Pro, just because that's my life. We've we've got Clipboard asked opinions on yesterday's Apple event. We'll take a quick detour to talk about Apple. Jess,
Yeah.
what did you think?
So it was short and sweet, right? And it ended with Tim Cook standing in a bunch of weeds, which was cool. Um, yeah, it was fine. I know that Apple is killing it with the M1. So just
Yeah.
seeing what they're doing with that chip is like that's really exciting actually. I'm not a big Apple person, but that's a cool piece of tech that they're rolling out. Yeah.
I love that you're not a big Apple person. You and I, same heart, because
Yeah.
we're both Pixel users. I'm a Windows laptop person. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, no,
Hmm.
same thing. The M1 Pro and M1 Max all look very interesting. So that's gonna be it for now on the Apple chat because we are here to talk about Google. Mahita already asked iOS versus Android. What's your personal favorite? Okay, one last thing. It's hard to choose. I've been maining both, and they
Hmm.
both have their pros and cons. It's like odd quirks in Android, but like easier navigation for me for Android because I'm so used to Android.
Right.
Um,
What
have you
about
used Android? Yeah.
so yeah, I am an Android. I had an iPhone once upon a time and I didn't like it,
Mm-hmm.
so I switched back to Android. But I've been rocking a Pixel probably since the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is the difference between the cameras that you've noticed? That's what
Yeah.
I'm interested in because I mean, my camera's okay, but I think
Uh-huh.
iPhone cameras are a little better.
Girl, I know. So that's why I think we're all so excited for the Pixel 6 over here, right? Because the Pixel
Yes.
5, yes, the camera is good. And I think that Google did take a big leap with cameras starting around the Pixel 3, with its algorithms, with things like night sight, all of that. But then the iPhone caught up. And I think since the iPhone 12, there's been parity across like Google's Pixel and Apple, right? And then the 13 kind of took things a little forward for Apple. I feel like it was just a little bit, I don't know, something about the 13s. They upgraded the hardware, of course, and everything just looks cleaner and better. So really, with the Pixel 6,
Mm.
Google needs to step it up in the camera game, and it looks like they're planning to, right?
Well, it looks like it from everything we've seen. I mean, I really am, yeah, I'm interested to see what the camera situation looks like, just like on all the new phones, honestly, because that's a big selling point, I think, for me and
Yeah.
for a lot of other people. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and it's been a while since we had a good Pixel, right? You and I just called the Pixel 5 the boring Pixel.
yeah.
This one is the exciting Pixel, but it could be the also the fall flat on your face Pixel. We don't know. The Pixel 4 was embarrassing. The Solid
Right.
chip just sapped battery for no good reason, really. So,
Yeah. I'm glad I don't
ugh.
have a 4, but yeah, I'm very, very interested to see the Pixel 6. Let's
I
see.
I know. I'm glad you don't have the 4 either. I'm feeling a draft. Like there's cold air on me at some point, and I don't have a window or an AC. Oh, I
Ghost.
forgot to turn off my AC, y'all. Uh,
Oh no.
if you hear a noise, that's what it is. No, but I did want to say the
That's just the
other
ghost.
thing. It is a spooky chill ghost. It's a chill ghost.
Halloween ghost.
The user with the name Nobody said, "No way the Tensor chip can outperform the A15." I mean, that's another thing we're here to see. We don't have,
Yeah.
as of yet, all the details on the Tensor's architecture. We just know there's a
Hmm.
TPU, there's an ISP, and we're here to learn more about that today as well. There was another question in the chat about what would, when will these be purchasable? That's also what we're here to learn today, and we're going to learn that very soon. I'm also interested to see the price with a return to premium. Maybe the price goes up, or maybe it's affordable like the Nexus phones were. The leaks
Mm.
that came out were like, these are supposed to be so affordable. We don't know. We'll see.
Well, what do you think
Go ahead.
about the hype around this event? Like, I feel like Apple's event was pretty low key. This event feels a little low key. Like, I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
feel?
I I mean, I think partly because Google has sort of given away quite a lot, but also in that way it's managed to like tamp down the leaks but also hype things up a little bit, right? It knows this is a big deal. It's first chip.
Hmm.
It knows people want more from the Pixel. So I feel like people are impatient for something good to come to the Pixel 6 and rightly so. And I think Apple's event was kind of low key because they announced it like the week before. Like, cool, something's happening and cool right before Pixel. Okay,
It's
great
like
job, guys.
did they just hear there was a Pixel event and they were like, oh, us too? And they like quickly threw together a PowerPoint slide, threw Tim Cook in a
Um,
field, and we're like, that's it.
I don't know the inner workings of Apple,
Oh, you
but
don't run Apple? Oh, I thought. Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
my
I'll
last
talk
name
to
is
someone
not
else.
Cook, unfortunately.
Oh,
I
I
know.
didn't. I
Charlene
forgot.
Cook would be a nice thing.
Ooh.
But I will say we were hearing rumblings of, we always knew there was going to be a September 2nd October event for Apple.
Right.
Whether it was late October or like maybe even early November was kind of the question. We didn't know it would be right before Pixel. And my sense is that it might have even sort of been moved around to avoid Pixel. That's just my
Right.
sense. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say too much more than that because I can't piss people off. But that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. No, this
um,
has been a very weird, busy, but low key week. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't, low key, yes.
Well, low key events, not.
Yeah. This week has been nothing short of high key, but
Right. Yes. Yes. Not to
um,
downplay
but
any of the work that Sherlyn is doing all the
oh,
time, everyone, by the way. She is holding this site
no.
together. It's true.
I adore you. But when it comes to E3 week, I know that's all you. So
That's how it
we've got
goes. That's how it goes.
that. I quickly want to point out some comments in the chat. Clipboard said, "What about the pricing?" Yeah, some of the rumors are we're going to see something really low, almost in the ballpark of the Pixel 5, which was about $700, I believe. Our Salan Sarwar said, "Do you think the comparison is more Tensor versus Snapdragon 888 than it is Tensor versus ARM 15?" But A15, Apple's A15, which, yeah, I think that's a good comparison to make, but we'll see. And then, will this have HDMI out over USB-C? Not a clue. Not likely, in my opinion.
Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Mahira already says there's a Samsung event tomorrow, right? Any idea what they could be unveiling? A lot of people have guessed it would be a fan edition. I don't think that's necessarily what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not know what it is. And I will say that it won't be anything completely brand sparklingly new. Like we haven't. I feel like it's variants, right? Like a fan edition, but not a fan edition. That's what my gut's telling me. The little groundhog in my stomach. I mean, do you like Samsung? I know. I ate one.
That's cute.
Animal cruelty. No.
Great. No, I actually I am on the verge of picking up a Samsung watch. So, I'm very interested in some of the Android adjacent products that are, coming out because I obviously want to stick with the Android ecosystem with my phone. So yeah, I'm interested in Samsung's accessories, but yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect from this one.
The watch, honestly, Samsung's watch is like the best smartwatch there is, which is why I understand people wanting a Pixel watch because you kind of want to see what Google might do with it. Mahesh Prabhakaran Photography wonders why people don't see your comments. Hey, we see them. I'm sorry, there's a lot of them. And
there's a lot. They're rolling in.
I'm not, they are, and we're so glad you're all here. But this is your 2-minute warning. If you need a snack, you need a drink, you need the toilet, go now, come back. Google's event is kicking off in 2 minutes, at which point we will be quiet, mostly. And then we'll be back after Google Wraps to answer any questions you might have. So I will say, stay tuned. Hi to everyone that's watching, and Colin Maharaj, I think. uh, says hi. But yes, go take your water break, and we'll have a lot of answers for you very soon. I promise. We will. I see all your questions. I just can't answer all of them.
We'll see in just a few minutes. Yeah, and then we'll talk all about it afterwards. I am interested to see the colors that are coming our way too.
Girl,
like
what's your favorite?
I love a good new colorway. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite of all the colors they've been showing us?
So I actually like. Well, I don't know for this one. I haven't looked. I have this like cactus gray one on my phone. You can't see it over the case, but I like that. It's kind of chill, almost 70s vibes.
Yeah. I thought the colors looked really exciting for the Pixel 6. I've seen them in person, that much I can say. And yeah, my favorite's actually the blue Pixel 6, and the Pixel 6 Pro doesn't have very exciting colors, unfortunately. So, all right. Charles Bronson said they were taking a hamster break. Pangolin Riley points out more competition is always better. Andy Love says, hi, Jess, go for Android. And then everyone else is rightly pointing out 30-second countdown. So, hey, get ready. It's time to get hyped. We're going to be here with you all through it all and save some of your questions for the after show. And we'll chat with you then. But in about 15 seconds, I want to say, I'll have something to say. So, bear with me.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh.
Adam 10-second countdown. No, Pixel Toilet, stop it.
Pixel Toilet?
Pixel Toilet.
Also, I think.
Baby, come back.
Stop. There's a new world coming. I'm so sorry. Hey Google, turn the lights off, please. There's a new world coming. This one's coming to an end. There's a new voice calling.
As we watch this video, I'm gonna let you all check out what we think about the new Pixels. We have all right now.
With each day that passes by, there's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Good girl.
Hey Google, help me speak Japanese.
この犬の名前は何ていうの?
What's the name of this dog?
Oh, Tank. Okay. Teji, stay. Look at me. Good girl. Hey.
Oh, what's up? Kind of forgot my keys today.
Look at New York today. Oh my God.
Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love.
Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you decided to join us today. I'm here in our beautiful Google store in the heart of New York City, where we're going to show you a few new things we've been working on, some of them for quite a long time. Today, you're going to see real breakthroughs across many different technologies and teams at Google, all coming together to create a more helpful, personal smartphone experience for each person. We're doing what Google does, developing advanced technologies and taking on massive scale tech challenges, which in the end are all about helping you out and making your day easier. For so many Google products, from search to Gmail to Google Photos, AI is the foundational technology that lets us deliver helpful experiences to each of our billions of users. AI is driving our vision for ambient computing as well. The idea that helpful technology should always be available, whenever and wherever you need it. From a Google hardware perspective, everything we're doing is in pursuit of that vision, and the smartphone has a huge role to play. The phone is the most personal technology in people's lives. So it's only natural that your phone should be the central control device of an ambient system. Your phone needs to understand you and your world, your context, your unique needs and preferences, how you speak, and what you care about. That's what we set out to create with Pixel, the most personal, most helpful phone. A true Google phone, which takes all the helpfulness and intelligence of Google and adapts it to you. Now, this approach has led to a lot of groundbreaking smartphone innovation over the years, from the Pixel camera to the Google Assistant to the speech and translation models we've pioneered. And we've always done a great job of tuning our software to get the best real-world performance out of Pixel's hardware. Now, this year is quite a bit different. We have state-of-the-art hardware, which means Pixel can deliver even more impressive real-world performance, as well as new AI-driven experiences that have never been possible before. We're getting the most out of leading-edge hardware and software and AI. The brains of our new Pixel lineup is Google Tensor, a mobile system on a chip that we designed specifically around our ambient computing vision and Google's work in AI. Tensor was years in the making. We worked closely with our AI researchers to create machine learning models that run well on Pixel. And we use those models to power all kinds of new experiences that you'll see today. With Tensor, we're connecting Google's AI breakthroughs directly to Pixel, so we can push the limits of helpfulness in a smartphone and turn it from a one-size-fits-all piece of hardware into a device that's intelligent enough to respect and accommodate the differences between each person. Now we can give you Google's best speech recognition in a smartphone. The speech models are trained to understand natural speaking patterns, accents, dialects, and how to translate them accurately into other languages. We've developed the most advanced smartphone camera ever. It intuitively understands how to get the best picture for you. Your life, your friends, your face and skin tone, as well as the nuance in the world around you. We can deliver our most helpful smartphone experience, one that understands and anticipates what you need when you need it. The phone experience is designed for inclusion at its core. We've taken real steps in hardware, software, and AI to prioritize historically underserved communities, particularly in the camera. And it's the highest rated phone for security that keeps your information safe and private. We can even extend the support window for security updates, so your phone has the most up-to-date protection. With Tensor, we can pursue our own vision for smartphones. This vision comes to life right here in the new Pixel 6, our most helpful, most personal, most Google phone ever. Pixel 6 is designed inside and out to understand the nuance of you. You can see right away a major evolution in the phone's design language with a distinct new color palette. The new Pixel camera bar houses a completely redesigned camera system with upgraded sensors, lenses, and computational photography that enables entirely new features and modes. You can see the always-on display and the expressive, adaptive new Android 12 UI, which we call Material You. Pixel 6 is designed with powerful new security and privacy features to safeguard your information. And we've made big improvements to boost every aspect of performance, from the all-day adaptive battery with fast charging speeds to 5G connectivity for even faster downloading and streaming. The product is full of more features that we're going to show you today. Pixel 6 is available today, starting at $599. And now we're going to talk about a first for us. Our first flagship phone for people who want our most advanced technology. The new Pixel 6 Pro has everything Pixel 6 has, including our Tensor chip and a lot more too. It has a Pro triple rear camera system packed into the camera bar with a new telephoto lens. And on the front, you have an ultra-wide front camera that shoots 4K video. It's got a bigger and better 6.7-inch dynamic display that goes up to 120 hertz for smooth scrolling and fluid animation, while going down to 10 hertz to save power. Pro includes 12 gigabytes of RAM for speedy performance and seamless app switching and multitasking. It's our fastest and smartest Pixel yet. Pro has the biggest battery we've ever put in a Pixel, and it has a fresh, high-end design with sophisticated colors and refined finishes. Pixel 6 Pro is available today, starting at $899. It sets a new bar for performance and helpfulness you can expect from a Pixel phone. Today, you're getting the first full tour of Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, starting at the outside and working our way in. Here's Isabel from our design studio.
We completely reimagined Pixel as a personal, fluid phone experience that is expressed throughout the device, from the form factor to the materials to the UI. And the first design element I'll show you is probably the first one you noticed, the camera bar. The Pixel camera has been celebrated since the beginning, and we've been subtly evolving our camera design over the years. But Pixel 6 is not the phone for subtle evolutions. The new Tensor chip is unlocking lots of new camera capabilities, so we upgraded the camera system to take advantage of this. Both phones use bigger, better rear camera sensors and a laser autofocus sensor, which helps make your low-light photos sharper. And Pixel 6 Pro has a telephoto camera with folded optics for impressive photos in as small of a form factor as possible. It's a powerful collection of hardware that helps you take a beautiful photo under any condition. This is the kind of step change innovation that deserves a total rethink, to think outside the box, so to speak. So the industrial design team designed the phone itself to celebrate the camera. The camera bar brings a clean, symmetrical design that puts the camera front and center. It is a major design evolution that encapsulates real technical innovation. You've probably also noticed that Pixel 6 has a distinctively different look and feel from previous models. We designed the phone to be graphic, vibrant, and unique. Pixel 6 has a textured black metal band, combined with expressive but versatile colors that look like nothing else in the smartphone world. We're introducing a tinted gray and a vibrant yellow combination for sophisticated but fun vibes. The next colorway is our take on our iconic Google Coral, pastel pink paired with juicy red that feels inviting and energetic, accented with a punch from the textured black metal band. And our dark color option is simple but not plain. We're using dark gray tones for an understated and minimalistic look. And for the Pixel 6 Pro, we were inspired by high-quality finishes used in jewelry and watches. It's our most refined phone, made with polished unibody metal transitioning fluidly into the gorgeous 3D glass. The phone feels refined and unique in hand with unexpected color combinations. Our white Pixel 6 Pro with a clean silhouette and timeless style is accentuated by the warm white and tinted gray colors and the high polished silver frame. We're also pairing a light gold with warm colors for luxurious and uplifting feel. And of course, we have a tailored and modern black Pixel 6 Pro, which combines dark neutral colors with a high polished black metal for an elegant and understated look. A beautiful phone demands a big, beautiful display. So we took extra care with the Pixel 6 displays. Pixel 6 uses a 6.4-inch 90 Hz display, and Pixel 6 Pro has a big and beautiful 6.7-inch high-resolution waterfall display that really melts into the frame of the device. Scrolling is super smooth with a dynamic refresh rate that gives you peak performance when you need it and lower power consumption when you don't. Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro are as durable as they are beautiful. Both phones are water and dust resistant with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus displays. It is the toughest Gorilla Glass with twice the scratch resistance of previous Pixels, so the phone can withstand the inevitable flashes and scratches. Underneath the display, the new Pixel have a fast and secure fingerprint sensor for easy unlocking. We're also continuing our investment in making our products more sustainable. For example, Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro are designed with recycled aluminum to reduce their carbon footprint. But perhaps the most important sustainability move we can make is improving the phone that you already have, so that you can go longer between upgrades. That's the idea behind feature drops. Even older Pixels are constantly getting new features, so that keep on getting better over time. And when it's time to upgrade, just send us your old Pixel and we'll make sure it's responsibly recycled. And to protect your phone until then, our series of Pixel 6 cases are made of recycled materials, and they're a perfect match for accentuating Pixel's design and colors. The frosted translucent cases fit seamlessly around the camera bar, letting the colors show through. So your Pixel is protected by its case without the design and the colors of the phone disappearing. The accessories, the colors, the display, the materials, everything about Pixel 6 has been reimagined. But reimagining the form factor wasn't our ultimate goal. We wanted to create a complete phone experience built around you. Our design team developed the striking Pixel 6 exterior in parallel with the software development on the Android team, so that the colors, the forms, and what's on the screen all work together in a single beautiful and fluid experience. And here's Sabrina to share what we've been working on together.
Thanks, Isabel. With Android 12, we set out to build an OS that's the foundation for the future of hardware and software together, for an experience that's uniquely made for you. Android 12 looks especially stunning on Pixel 6. We designed it using our years of mobile OS experience, while keeping our own hardware in mind. So Pixel 6 is the best expression of Android. One of the best examples of hardware and software working together is in the color and customization logic of our new Material U design. Material U is a first-of-its-kind UI breakthrough, and we think you're gonna love it. For starters, your entire phone UI updates to reflect whatever image you choose as your wallpaper. The system does the rest, determining which colors are dominant, which are complementary, and which just plain look good. It then applies different shades to different parts of the interface. You can see this gorgeous wallpaper that I've picked and how it influences the surfaces on my phone as a sunny gold color scheme. It even matches the hardware. As often as I want, I can give my phone a fresh feel just by updating my wallpaper. I really like this blue I'm wearing today, so I can quickly update my Pixel to match it. You can see how the different UI elements immediately adapt, including the system UI, apps, icons, and search bar. And we've reimagined every aspect of the UI, so you'll instantly notice how responsive and smooth everything feels. It's more fluid and adapted to your needs. The redesigned quick settings provide easy access to more useful controls. And take a look at the updated widgets. Google Photos, Maps, Gmail, Weather, your YouTube Music UI, all get redesigned with Material U, with the goal of making the UI more intuitive and beautiful, so my phone adapts to me rather than the other way around. Material U also brings a fresh look and new features to At a Glance, the new home and lock screen experience. It contextually surfaces information you need right when you need it, like having access to your flight details in your boarding pass right on the lock screen, or showing you a time to leave reminder that makes sure you get out the door on time. It's great for when I work out. When I'm getting ready to start my run, I pop in my Pixel Buds and I'm able to jump right into my YouTube Music playlist with a single tap. Then when I'm running, At a Glance tracks my run and shows my live workout stats. As Isabel said, everything is new about the Pixel 6 design, from the powerful camera bar to the elegant materials and finishes, to the vibrant new colors, to the personalized look and feel of Material U. It's a completely reimagined Pixel. Of course, we can't create a personal phone experience without a real focus on security and privacy. Pixel 6 has to get this right, because your life is on your phone, your photos, your financial information, personal data, and everything else. Pixel's led the way in smartphone security for years, tested against real-world threats, and Pixel 6 is the most secure Pixel yet. It includes Tensor Security Core, a new CPU-based subsystem. That means it's a real core on the Tensor chip that's separate from the application processor, so sensitive tasks and controls run in an isolated environment. we're also introducing the next generation of our industry-leading dedicated security chip, Titan M2, which works with Tensor Security Core to protect your sensitive user data, PINs, and passwords. We made Titan M2 even more resilient to advanced attacks like electromagnetic analysis, voltage glitching, and even laser fault injection. And it's been proven through independent security lab testing. Titan M2, Tensor Security Core, and our new open source trusted execution environment give Pixel the most layers of hardware security in any phone. And thanks to Tensor, we're now able to extend our support window for the first time. So every Pixel 6 user gets at least 5 years of security updates. That ensures you have the latest, most up-to-date protection. We've also pulled a lot of helpful privacy and security features forward in the UI, so you have full control over your settings and preferences. Here are a few safety features that are coming first to Pixel. This is the new Security Hub. It's got simple steps you can take to better protect your data. This green check mark means I'm all clear and don't need to take any actions right now. You'll now see indicators right on the screen when an app is accessing your mic and camera feed. And there are toggles so you can quickly turn the camera and mic on and off across every app and use case. The new privacy dashboard helps you make informed decisions about which apps get your permissions to access personal information. There are also strong protections working behind the scenes. Many of the ML models for personalized experiences are running in a secure, on-device sandbox called Private Compute Core. So sensitive information never leaves your device without your explicit action. Captions and translations, suspicious messaging alerts, Gboard data are all handled securely and privately. We're stepping up anti-phishing protections too, detecting potential risks in phone calls, text messages, emails, and links, letting you know if something looks suspicious. Google keeps more people safe online than anyone else in the world, and our commitment to safety and security guides our hardware development as well. When you add up all these new security and privacy enhancements across the OS, the UI, and the hardware itself, Pixel 6 demonstrates Google's continued commitment to security innovation. We're going to keep moving to the brain of Pixel 6. It's a mobile AI computer called Google Tensor, and we're excited to tell you more. Here's Rick.
Google Tensor is the biggest mobile hardware innovation in the history of the company. It's the culmination of years of investment in AI and Google's deep experience in silicon. The name is a nod to tensors, a building block of machine learning computation. The Tensor name also connects it to Google technologies like TensorFlow, our open source AI and ML software library, and our tensor processing units, which Google developed to power machine learning in our data centers. The Tensor chip is specifically designed to offer Google's latest advances in AI directly on a mobile device. This is an area where we've been held back for years, but now we're able to open a new chapter in AI-driven smartphone innovation. Tensor also gives us a hardware foundation that we'll be building on for years to come, so you get the personal, helpful experiences you'd expect from a Google phone. Monica's here to explain what's so different about Tensor.
Every couple of years, Google comes out with something that completely changes how people use technology in their lives. We started in search and kept going with Google Translate, Google Photos, Assistant, and these innovations are built around our machine learning research. It's in Google's DNA and drives everything we do. While Google is known for groundbreaking work in ML, there's one place we haven't always been able to bring it, and that's the smartphone. Mobile chips simply haven't been able to keep pace with Google research. And rather than wait for them to catch up, we decided to make one ourselves. We needed a chip that was engineered to fulfill our vision of what should be possible on Pixel. So, a few years ago, Google's team of researchers came together to collaborate across hardware, software, and ML. The result of that work is Google Tensor. We approach Tensor differently. Every aspect of Tensor was designed and optimized to run Google's ML models. This permeates our entire chip. We're fortunate to have great insights when it comes to ML, and built our chip based on where ML models are heading, not where they are today. Starting with the integrated ML engine, the TPU. It was custom made by Google Research for Google Research. For the image signal processor, or ISP, we brought key algorithms directly into the silicon for power efficiency. Even our choices for CPU and GPU were designed to complement our ML to deliver advanced computational photography. The CPU cluster is a 2+2+4 configuration. It includes 2 big ARM X1 cores. The 20-core GPU also delivers a premium gaming experience for the most popular Android games. There's a context hub that brings machine learning to the ultra-low power domain. It enables ambient experiences like Now Playing and Always on Display to run all the time without draining your battery. Tensor was designed for total performance and efficiency when it comes to running Google experiences. It has to be really good at heterogeneous computing. Here's what that means. As software applications on mobile phones become more complex, they run on multiple parts of the chip. This is heterogeneous computing. To get good performance for these complex applications, we made system-level decisions for the SoC. We ensured different subsystems inside Tensor work really well together, rather than optimizing individual elements for peak speeds. Peak CPU and GPU speeds look great in benchmarks, but they don't always reflect real-world user experience. Pixel 5 is a good example of our approach. Google software delivered a great experience, even on a chip that didn't win on benchmarks. Don't get me wrong, Tensor's CPU and GPU are much faster compared to any past Pixel. But what matters more are the brand new experiences enabled by Google Tensor that weren't possible until now. So let's get to those. Here's Brian to talk about how all this comes together in Pixel 6.
Thanks, Monica. Let's start with the camera. Ever since our first Pixel 5 years ago, the Pixel camera has set the bar and reshaped the industry. Our leadership in computational photography and machine learning have led to some remarkable camera capabilities over the years, and have let Pixel users take some extraordinary pictures, even when we've used ordinary camera components. With Pixel 6, we're applying all that software expertise to a fully upgraded camera system for the most advanced smartphone camera in the world. It's leagues ahead of our previous Pixel cameras, from the hardware to the software to the computational photography. For starters, let's take a look at the main camera. Both Pixel 6 and 6 Pro have a massive new 1/1.3-inch 50 megapixel sensor. We combine adjacent pixels on the sensor to get extra large 2.4 micron pixels. With night sight, the Pixel camera has always been able to do a lot with very little light. But now the primary sensor captures up to 2.5 times as much light thanks to those huge pixels. This means you're going to get photos with even greater detail and richer color. Both phones also have completely new ultra-wide cameras with larger sensors than before, so photos look great when you want to fit more in your shot. Pixel 6 Pro has a larger ultra-wide front camera that records 4K video. It also has a telephoto lens with 4x optical zoom for getting in close. That's not easy to fit in a phone without making it super thick. To get that much magnification, the Pixel camera uses what's called folded optics. A flawless prism bends the light 90 degrees so that the camera can fit in the body of the phone. And you can get up to 20x zoom with an improved version of Pixel's Super Res Zoom, our advanced computational approach to combining optical and digital zoom. Finally, the sensor behind the telephoto lens is even larger than the primary rear sensor in past Pixel phones, so you can capture great low-light zoom shots with night sight. When this amazing hardware is paired with Tensor, we can build new camera features that were impossible before. Video is a great example. Video is a hard use case for computational photography because you're basically taking lots of photos very quickly. Applying a machine learning algorithm to a single photo is very different than running the same algorithm for each frame 60 times per second. We've always dreamed of getting Pixel's video quality up to the signature photo quality, but it wasn't possible. The processor just wouldn't be able to keep up. So we spent years on this problem and have made a lot of progress. We started by developing more efficient methods for applying tone mapping edits very quickly and doing everything we could to get the most out of the sensor. We also developed an algorithm called HDRNet, which could deliver the signature pixel look much more efficiently. With Tensor, we're able to embed parts of HDRNet directly into the ISP and accelerate it to make the process faster and more efficient. With this system, Pixel 6 can now run HDRNet on 4K video at 60 frames per second. That's 498 million pixels each second. And this is what Pixel 6 video looks like. You can see what a huge improvement this is. The color accuracy is excellent, with a big boost to the vividness, the stabilization, and overall video quality. This is all thanks to the bigger camera sensors, Google's cutting-edge machine learning, and the efficiency gains from the new Tensor chip. It's a giant step forward. Have you ever had a perfect photo ruined by something random in the background? Let's say you want to be the only one on the beach in your photos. If you don't have access to a deserted island, or don't want to spend hours in a photo editing suite, Pixel's new Magic Eraser can do the job. In Google Photos, you'll see suggestions for distractions you might want to remove from your photo. Erase them all at once, or tap to remove them one by one. What really sets this feature apart is how we're able to figure out what you're trying to remove, and how well we can fill what's in its place. Even if something is not suggested, you can still erase that distraction. Just circle them and they disappear. And you can use Magic Eraser on Pixel to clean up all your photos, whether you took them a minute ago or years ago. Here's Hollywood production designer Hannah Beekler to show you what's possible with Magic Eraser.
Hey, Hannah Beekler, production designer and world builder, working on Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. I oftentimes consider myself a story designer, and I'm designing towards moods and tones. I love this building. I have to go back to my dad. We would drive around and we would just make up fantasy places. I can just remember seeing everything that he would say. Yeah, if I crop that. When I go on a location, I'm photographing hundreds of places. And for me, I have to envision what that certain place is gonna look like for our story. Oh my gosh, this was the key gem in Creed. And they had this big workout station that we had to take out. And this is what I could have showed him all along. If I just had that gone. Oh, Magic Eraser. Yes. Oh, wow. That is not the right period car, so let's get rid of that. So I can present this as a 1950s space. Game changer. Ooh, so integral and so important to have a blank canvas, to have the creative conversations. And I think anyone should be able to do that. And I think they should be able to do it on the spot. Because once you start using that muscle of seeing past something, you're gonna do it a lot. And then you're gonna see the world and the creative. And I think that it's a great tool. I know I'm gonna use it.
Here's a problem everyone has seen before. You go to take a picture, but the lighting isn't great and the subject is moving around. You can't quite get the perfect photo. It's a little blurry. Here's the same scene with and without our new Face Unblur feature. Normally this great moment would be a blurry throwaway photo. There's too much motion and not enough light. It's a physics problem that Tensor's on-device machine learning can solve. Let's talk about what's happening here. Before you even take a picture, the Pixel camera is using Face SSD to figure out if there are faces in the scene. If they're blurry, it spins up a second camera so it's primed and ready to go when you tap the shutter button. In that moment, Pixel 6 takes two images simultaneously, one from the ultra-wide camera and one from the main. The main image uses a normal exposure to reduce noise, and the ultra-wide uses a faster exposure that minimizes blur. Machine learning fuses the sharper face from the ultra-wide with the low noise shot from the main camera to get the best of both into the image. As a last step, Pixel camera takes one final look to see if there's any remaining blur in the fused image, estimates the level and direction of the blur, and then removes it for you. In all, it takes 4 machine learning models combining data from 2 cameras to deliver the scene you know you saw, but couldn't get from your camera until now, with Face Unblur. So most of the time we want to eliminate blurriness from our pictures, but sometimes a bit of blur can actually add to the picture, especially for action shots that don't seem to have much action. Pixel 6 introduces motion mode, which brings a professional look to your nature scenes, urban photos, or even a night out. Typically, you'd create these effects with panning and long exposures, techniques that require fancy equipment and lots of practice. Motion mode makes it easy. For action shots like this one, The Pixel camera takes several photos and combines them, using on-device machine learning and computational photography to identify the subject of the photo, figure out what's moving, and add aesthetic blur to the background. For a nature shot like this, the camera applies computational photography and ML to align multiple frames, determine motion vectors, and interpolate intermediate frames that are blurred so you get this silky smooth waterfall. That sounds hard, but watch how easy this is. Nothing captures the energy of New York like a fast-moving subway train. With motion mode, just wait on the subway platform for the right moment, snap a photo of your friend, and you have a vibrant, artistic photo to remember this moment. Now we know that not every picture is taken in the Pixel Camera app. Some of these new camera capabilities and image quality improvements extend to any app that uses the camera, including your favorite camera apps. Here's Snap founder and CEO, Evan Spiegel, to tell you more.
Hey, I'm Evan. The camera was once a tool for documenting important life moments. Today, people use the Snapchat camera for so much more, as a platform for self-expression, creativity, and visual communication with friends. For Snapchatters, speed really matters. Billions of snaps are created every day, and our community wants to be ready to snap everyday moments as they happen. That's why we are always working on new ways to help Snapchatters get to our camera as quickly and easily as possible. We're excited to announce today that we are partnering with Google on a Pixel 6 feature called Quick Tap to Snap. This Pixel First feature puts the Snap camera directly into the lock screen for fast and easy access to the Snapchat camera. Just tap the back of your phone twice and you're into the camera. This new feature is a speedy and simple gesture that will help our community snap more moments before they disappear. We've designed QuickTap to launch into camera-only mode so Snapchatters can create snaps even if they haven't yet unlocked their device. Once you make a great snap that you want to share, simply authenticate on your device to unlock the full app experience. With QuickTap to Snap, Pixel 6 will be the fastest phone to make a snap. And we're also working with Google on exclusive augmented reality lenses and bringing other key Pixel features like live translation directly into the chat feature on Snapchat. Snapchatters can talk to their friends in more than 10 languages, and conversations will be translated in real time. These are the first features coming to Snapchat on Pixel 6, and we can't wait to bring more innovation to our community with our partners at Google.
Hey y'all, I'm Florian, and I lead Google's Image Equity Initiative, our cross-product mission to improve camera and image tools for people of color. Going back decades, cameras have centered light skin, a bias that's crept into many of our modern digital imaging products and algorithms, especially because they're not being tested with diverse enough groups of people. Photos are symbols of what and who matter to us collectively, so it's critical that they work equitably for everyone, especially communities of color like mine, who haven't always been seen fairly by these tools. This year, one of the advances in Pixel 6 and Google Photos that we're most excited about is Realtone. We knew that building for the community meant we had to acknowledge our own gaps and learn from the folks who know this issue best. So, we started by working with image experts like photographers, cinematographers, and colorists who are celebrated for their beautiful and accurate imagery of communities of color. We asked them to test our cameras in a wide range of tough lighting conditions. And in the process, they took thousands of portraits that made our image data sets 25 times more diverse to look more like the world around us. They worked directly with our engineers, telling them what was already working well and where we needed to do better to make sure our images highlighted the nuances of all skin tones equally. And they kept it real.
When they had a really white background on the back or a light or anything, like they just looked very washed out.
And, you know, it's a beautiful pink sunset. There's no reason why she should be looking this green.
For this, I would love it if the camera, if this picture was darker.
The second image, absolutely not. No, it was just, the color was, everything was just ashy.
If there isn't adequate light, the skin can sometimes skew a little gray or desaturated. When you take a picture of someone and they look gray, like that's not, that's not good.
It negated the blue. It like washed out the blue that would have had the brown hue show up more in his skin.
I think that the instinct is suddenly, if somebody is not used to shooting darker skin tones, the instinct is to just be like, to shoot them much brighter. And it's just like, no, there really is like, we should appreciate and really sort of work toward like all the different hues and all the different tonalities.
How do we make sure that when someone grabs that phone and it takes a photo of them, they see themselves?
It should be that everybody just kind of looks like they look.
All of that wisdom helped us make a more equitable camera. First, to make a great portrait, your phone has to see a face in the picture. And our experts helped us improve our face detection models so the camera sees you as you are. From there, we improved our auto white balance tuning to better reflect the beauty of your skin tone. And we improved our auto exposure tuning to make sure your skin looks like you, not unnaturally darker or brighter. They also inspired our teams to make advances like algorithmically reducing stray light that can make darker skin tones look ashy or washed out, and making night sight portraits less blurry for folks like me. All of these changes are part of Realtone, improvements that led these experts to vote Pixel 6 as the most inclusive camera available. In a blind test across top smartphone cameras, they rated Pixel 6's camera as best in rendering skin tone, brightness, richness, and detail for people of color. Google Photos will also have Realtone baked into its auto-enhance editing feature, so you always feel seen, from the instant you take a photo to the moment you edit and share it. But this mission goes beyond Google Apps. Realtone will improve the camera performance for photos and videos in third-party apps like Snapchat, because feeling seen shouldn't be limited to just one tool or company. This fall, we partnered with the New York Times to see how some of the most compelling contemporary image makers put Realtone to work in their own art. Let's take a look.
For decades, there have been generalizations made about people of color in imagery and just how they've been shown and show up in their portrayals. It whitewashes our history in some ways. Image technology was calibrated for white skin, and that meant that the variety and spectrum of colors had to therefore conform to that calibration. Picture Progress is a campaign created by T-Brand, our content studio at New York Times Advertising, in partnership with Google. The campaign for us is an opportunity to literally lay the groundwork of opening the dialogue around what does it look like to have a more equitable and visually representative future. We put the Pixel 6 camera in the hands of BIPOC creators. We felt as though getting their unique perspective on image equity was very important. Kennedy Carter joined us on this effort. We were so excited to work with her. What we love about Kennedy is that her work expresses and really captures and elicits really unique questions around what does pride and power and compassion and poise mean in the Black community.
It's important to think of images as facts, whether it's an image of your family and your grandma cooking dinner, or it's something like a protest. This will be a point of reference for a very long time. I found that a lot of my sitters looked good no matter where they were. And that was just straight out the camera. And people were on set looking at the image output, and they were like, wow, this looks really great. If you're an artist, you should go into every community with the intention of trying to elevate a voice and make people feel heard and make people feel good and make people feel proud.
This will be a game changer for sure. There's something very empowering about being able to see yourself as you see yourself, to see the nuances that make us all unique. Being able to know that you take a photo with a group of friends and everyone is represented equally. All of their beautiful hues are showing up in the same photo. It's our truth in our hands.
I'll hand it back to Brian now to take you through some remarkable speech innovations in Pixel 6.
Tensor is unlocking so many helpful camera features in Pixel 6. From improved video quality, to face unblur, to motion mode. We think it all adds up to Pixel 6 being the most advanced intelligent smartphone camera. Next up, let's talk about how Tensor is making typing much faster on Pixel. Obviously, speaking is the fastest and most natural way to go, but today's voice input systems just haven't been up to the task. First, understanding the nuance of human speech is really a hard problem, with challenges that are unique to each person. It means understanding syntax, intent, and the context of your request, knowing the terms and names that are important to you, but potentially uncommon to others, understanding your accent and dialect, isolating your voice when there's background noise, and even hearing you correctly if your mouth is full. Google has led the industry for years with our natural language processing. It's why search queries are so accurate and Google Translate is so good. Thanks to some outstanding work from our speech team, Pixel 6 has an on-device speech recognition model that can transcribe speech with incredible accuracy. And thanks to Tensor, it does it using half as much power as previously possible. It's the most advanced speech recognition model ever released by Google. With this new capability, we rethought the voice typing experience based on some key insights about how people write. Let me show you how it works. Hey, Ronnie, are you still up for dinner tomorrow? With our friends? You can see how accurate the transcription of my friend's name is. Pixel is smart enough to take the hint from my contacts list, and the mic stays open while I tap to insert a clarification about who's coming. Pixel even automatically adds the right punctuation, so I don't need to specify where to put commas and question marks. Let's keep going. I hope you can come. Catherine is hosting this week. Of course, Pixel won't always know which Catherine I'm talking about, and the one I have in mind spells her name with a K. The language model also helps with transcription suggestions, so corrections make sense based on what you're saying. Historically, transcription suggestions have been the same ones designed for typing based on keystroke proximity. But that doesn't make any sense if you aren't typing with keystrokes. Now Pixel's model is phonetically based, meaning it suggests corrections that sound similar. So Catherine with a C becomes Catherine with a K, instead of catharsis or cathedral or whatever else you might have ended up with. And to make voice typing as fast as possible, I should be able to do more with my voice, including commands like clear or send. Pixel is smart enough to understand that I don't want those words in my message. I'm sure it's going to be great. Clear. I'm looking forward to it. Catherine has a really nice new place. Send. See how fast that was? Also notice that your phone remembered it's Catherine with a K, so you won't have to make the same edit twice. The model adapts to your usage. And watch this. The model also unlocks the accuracy of emoji transcriptions, which is so much faster than searching through little pages of icons. I think we're making homemade pasta emoji and ice cream emoji. Send. With the new speech model, typing with your voice is faster and easier than just typing with your fingers. Thanks to Tensor and these new breakthroughs, we can do all this on device without connecting to a server, so it's super fast and reliable. We really think it's going to change how you use your phone. Google's natural language understanding allows us to rethink phone calls, too. Call screen is great for shielding you from spammers. Unknown callers have to say why they're calling before you decide to pick up or hang up. It's a useful feature, and the Tensor speech models are making call screen even more accurate in Pixel 6. The next problem we wanted to solve is calling a business. It's been the same bad experience for decades, with hold music, the same long automated system saying, your call is very important. It's the worst. But Pixel 6 makes it so much better for you. Now, before you even place your call, Pixel shows you the current and projected wait times, so you can call when it works for you. And when you do call and encounter that endless list of options, like press 1 for branch hours and locations, you actually don't need to listen carefully and remember all the automated menu options. Google Assistant listens for the details and shows them on screen for you to tap. Of course, if you still find yourself in the hold queue, don't worry, Google Assistant will hang out on the line and listen to the hold music for you. It understands the difference between a recorded message and an actual representative on the line, and lets you know when a real live human is ready to talk. Tensor also dramatically improves translation features in Pixel, so you can interact naturally with people who don't speak the same language that you do. Pixel can help with smart, simple translation that's there wherever you need it. Just like with voice typing, speed and accuracy are best in class. Until now, these kinds of breakthroughs haven't been able to run on a phone. They require intensive computation on highly specialized hardware. This is exactly what Tensor is good at. It improves Pixel's translation quality by 18%, a level of improvement that typically takes multiple years of research from our world-class research team. And the improved model uses less than half the power when running on Tensor. We all have friends or family members whose native language isn't the same as ours, and I've always wished I could speak with them in the language they're most comfortable in. With Pixel 6, I can finally do that. My sister-in-law is Japanese, and here's a message from her. It says, I have a question about the latest Pixel. Now I can reply in English, and it will show up in Japanese for her. Sure, now I can finally tell you about it. It all happens right on the device in the Messages app, so I don't have to deal with cutting and pasting text into Google Translate. In-app translation is also available in WhatsApp, Google Chat, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Line, and a growing list of other chat apps. Now, if we combine our real-time translation models with our speech recognition models, we can translate audio from any source in real time right on the device itself. It opens up a world of content for people. Watch YouTube videos in your own language. Stream a sports broadcast from another country. Watch Instagram live videos from around the world, all translated and captioned in real time for you, right on your Pixel 6. Translation is even integrated into the Pixel camera, so you can read signs, product labels, documents, and even menus in your own language. Across all the speech and translation features in Pixel 6, you can see a few of the ways Tensor unlocks new capabilities. Google's ML research enables things like helpful voice typing, calling assistance, and translation on Pixel. And we've got one last translation feature to show you today. The improved interpreter mode in Pixel 6 is more fluent, faster than ever, and available in 48 languages. Here's my colleague Shanaz with Marie Kondo to try it out.
Marie Kondo is famous for changing people's lives through her KonMari method of organization. She has a television show, has written books, and is a huge star in the United States. Thank you very much for being our first live translate interviewee.
私たちの最初のライブ翻訳インタビューであることに感謝します。
I love seeing what sparks joy in other people's lives. What sparks joy for Marie?
私にとっては一人でも多くの方が片付けを終わらせてときめく人生を送っていただくこと、これが喜びです。
For me, it is a pleasure for as many people as possible to finish cleaning up and lead a thrilling life.
完全な感想ですが、あまりにも完璧に翻訳されているので驚いています。
I'm surprised that it's translated so perfectly.
What is it like working in a place where people don't speak the language?
確かに英語を話すということは私にとっては難しいことの一つですが、でもただ違う価値観や違う言葉や文化を持つ人たちと交流できることはとても楽しいことです。
Speaking English is certainly one of the difficult things for me, but it's just fun to be able to join people with different values, different languages and cultures.
It was so nice to talk and connect with you in this way. Thank you.
正直なところ、こんなに私の言葉をしっかり翻訳して伝えてくださっていることに本当に驚いています。
To be honest, I'm really surprised that my words have been translated and conveyed so well.
To be honest, very nice.
It's good?
Yes, I'm so surprised.
We are so happy to hear your excitement because we worked very hard on this.
少なくなっていってるんじゃないかなっていうふうに思います。
I think that the language barrier is getting smaller now.
Let's go back to Rick for a few final Pixel 6 details.
So that's Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. They're available for pre-order today, starting at $599 and $899 for the Pro. Head over to our online Google store to pre-order. They'll be on store shelves starting on October 28th. You'll also see our lineup of Pixel accessories, including the beautiful new cases and the hands-free Pixel Buds A-Series. Between the incredible new Pixel 6 design, the phenomenal camera and speech capabilities, helpful new features, and all the Android 12 goodness, there's a lot to be excited about this year. Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro completely reimagine Google's approach to smartphones and represent the very best of Google's helpfulness. They're phones that adapt to you, and I can't wait for you to check them out for yourself. Thanks so much for watching today. We'll see you again very soon.
All right, well, it sounds like that's it.
That was it.
Yeah.
The end.
That was quite a lot to process, and the chat was woof. Y'all need to behave
guys.
yourselves. Oh my
Hey.
gosh. But now that
goodness.
that event has wrapped, yeah. What does everyone think? I have saved some questions from the chat as was ongoing, but it sounded like most people early on were quite excited about the phone, with the camera features being talked about, with some of the software material use seemed to really interest some people. And then I think when we got to voice recognition, people were not super hype. Although when we got to assistant, then people were like, okay, I can see this. So like it was back and forth in the chat. It seemed like you guys were hype, and then someone I think even went as far as to say they wanted to trade in their S21 Ultra for this. I believe it was Vartan Arusundaram said, can I trade in my S21 Ultra for him? Jess, what are your overall thoughts from the event? Like, how do you feel?
Right. So I actually feel excited about the Pixel 6 Pro. I was already, stoked about it, but now I think the presentation did a good job of showing what we can expect. It looks like a beautiful phone, but also awesome camera. And, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was into it. And I wasn't bored by like the image equity stuff. I think that's actually really cool. So yeah, I was into it. It was a little slow sometimes. That's okay. They had to fill out a whole hour, I guess. I don't know. No one told them to do that. They just wanted to. But that's okay.
Now,
What about you?
yeah, they definitely didn't go into every single detail about the phone. So I'll be able to help answer some of that for you guys here. Some questions from Dhruv Karmokar during the chat. Will these UI changes, I think specifically Material U UI, be available in the Pixel 5a? I believe so. Today, Google announced that Android 12 is rolling out to Pixels 3 and newer, and that Material U will be a Pixel first feature. So the Pixel 5a is a Pixel, and so it'll probably most likely be getting Material U. Google hasn't deviated from that pattern of like bringing all Pixel features to even the A series phones yet, so I don't think they will change that. There were two questions specific to the voice typing and translation feature, where how Brian Rakowski was talking into the keyboard and it was translating simultaneously into the chat app. During that demo, I believe Drake Nate asked, what if I want to put the word send in my text? And just to answer that question, you like saying send, yes, we'll send a message. But during a demo with Rick Osterloh, even as early as August, they already showed this off. And at that demo, I can insert the word send if I say it as part of a sentence. So like, hey, I'm going to send the kids to school. And then if you say it more forcefully, like send, it will like definitely notice the difference and carry out that action instead. So there you will be able to use the word send in your messages. And then I believe it's Kina Kiridid said whether there's WhatsApp support. Yes. So this feature for the translation is available in WhatsApp. In fact, that was what my demo was happening on. My demo at the New York briefing that we attended was on a WhatsApp conversation. So that was pretty cool.
That's really cool, by the way, that translation stuff. Right? I thought that was pretty sick. And obviously, Google Translate can be hit or miss, especially with image recognition. But I mean, these features are, super slick. I love the idea of being able to talk with people in their native language and express myself more fully. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah.
Interpreter mode on the phone was the last demo they did with Marie Kondo, and I mean, it seemed she was very pleased with the accuracy of the translation. I'm not fluent in Japanese, so I couldn't tell. But it doesn't seem super different in terms of the like whole, you still have to wait for assistant to be done translating. You still have to like hand the phone over and pause. So we're still getting to a place where we want like simultaneous translations in earbuds, because that would be super cool, because you would just hear their voice said back to you in your language as they're speaking a foreign language, and that's all in real time. That's the dream. But no, interpreter mode still impressive, but still needs some work, I think.
Getting there.
And then
we're getting there to the Babelfish area. We're getting there. Yeah.
At that stage, though, multilinguals like me will be obsolete. So sad.
That's true. We don't need you anymore. Get out.
You're not gonna need me to translate anymore.
No,
how dare you?
Because then once the technology falls, we'll be like, Cherlynn, please help.
Yes,
so we need
exactly.
You. We need you.
On the failsafe, on the backup. Okay. So people in the chat are complaining that they aren't able to access the store, and pre-orders aren't working. This actually has been happening since before the event. Right around the time the event started, I think we noticed an outage because one of our posts was supposed to go up. So David Markland, no, we're not being paid by Google. We're not ignoring it. We're just talking about other stuff right now. So thank you for your patience. Dylan Rothstein asks, how often will we use that for real? Good question. Will you be translating conversations a lot? Are you not already talking to someone in your common language, I guess? Or will this enable you to find more friends that don't speak your language? I don't know.
Well, I see it being useful when I'm traveling. If I want to book an Airbnb in Japan and I want to be able to, talk with the host or whatever, I think that could be, maybe instead of just doing Google Translate, you can just do this in your text message, be like, yo, where's the key? What's the code?
Yeah.
And hopefully they can, it is like a very specific use case.
Probably
won't use it every day. But when you need it, man, that's handy. Yeah.
Imagine using it to text a business too, right? Like a foreign business, because if a lot of businesses in other parts of the world use WhatsApp to conduct their operations. So anyway, Michael Gerard says Google should hire you two to present their next products. I feel like I'm actually listening to someone. Hey, cool. Thanks.
Jeez.
No, Google should not hire us because that would be a real conflict of interest.
No, I'm not interested.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. And I'm here for the praise. So thank you. I appreciate it. I saw a few interesting comments as well. Nobody asked, why didn't they tell us about the performance, speed, battery life, chip efficiency, or CPU or GPU performance? No benchmarks. So first of all, I don't think they're going to ever give you benchmarks, but what I do have for you is the specs on Tensor. So this is an octa-core chip. It uses 2 ARM X1 cores, 2 something. Let me pull up.
Pull it up. Yeah, pull it up.
Specs, but 2 big and 4 little. So 2 prime X1s, 2 big and 4 little, making an octa-core. The 2 primes run at 2.8 gigahertz. Let me look for that.
Here, while you're looking that up, I'm going to answer a question in the chat. Are those fake tattoo sleeves? No. These are not fake tattoos. Okay.
Y'all, my girl has real tats. Back to Tensor. The medium CPU cores are 2 A76 that run at 2.25 gigahertz. The small ones are 4 A55s at 1.8 gigahertz. You've got an ARM Mali G78 20-core GPU, which someone rightly asked what that will mean for battery life. But we'll get there when gaming. We'll get there. And also, this is a 5 nanometer process node with 4 megabytes of L3 cache and system level cache of 8 MB. So there you go. That's the processor details. And as for battery life, they're saying it's beyond a day. We're seeing about 4,600 milliamp hours for the Pixel 6 and about 5,003 milliamp hours for the Pixel 6 Pro. So those are the juicy numbers if you were looking for them. And for the not so juicy numbers, I suggest you overcook a steak. So there you go.
Dry numbers.
I believe. Sorry, go ahead, Jess. I'm looking for this comment that caught my eye. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I actually like, so the big difference between the Pro and the Pixel 6, the bezels, the edge of the Pixel 6 Pro is like so thin and nice, and then the Pixel 6 is not quite my style. I gotta say, kind of thick.
I agree. The Pixel 6's bezels are not so fun. Whereas the Pixel 6 Pro, which I have touched and played with a lot now, feels kind of chunky. I'm sorry. It's not heavy, which is nice, but it does feel like a Note 20 Ultra. So,
Wow.
I'm not a big fan. And also, if you compare the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro side by side, their physical size isn't that different. The screen size is slightly different. The Pixel 6 is 6.4-inch screen, whereas the 6 Pro is a 6.7-inch screen. And yes, only the Pro model gets up to 120 hertz refresh rate, whereas the lower, the cheaper model gets up to 90 hertz. So there's some trade-offs to make for the $300 price difference. I want the Pro for its features, but I don't know. It's big. It's big. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And I personally like that in a phone. I like a big chunk like tablet in my hand, so like that's fine for me. But I understand. Yeah, if you say it's like the Galaxy, like that's or the Note, that's chunky. Yeah.
It is, and it doesn't even house an S Pen, so we'll but yeah. Haro Garcia is the comment that I was looking for, saying they won't release Pixel 6 in Singapore yet because it cannot understand Singlish yet. Yeah, I also don't know. I don't know when they will come and understand Singlish, so who knows. Anyway, that was some Singaporean English.
Love it.
Icon Runner said, what does the extra $300 for the Pro buy us? So in addition to the screen differences that I already pointed out, the base models of both the 6 and the 6 Pro. The 6 has 8 gigs of RAM. The 6 Pro starts at 12 gigs of RAM. So you got that much more memory RAM. Then there's also battery size. They both use the Tensor chip. And then one of the biggest differences is the telephoto camera that's on the Pro that you won't get on the regular Pixel 6. And then one little thing, a little nitty gritty, but some of you might appreciate this. The Pro has an additional ultra wide chip for spatial and ranging purposes. So, hey, if those use cases are important to you, maybe the Pro is worth it. For everyone else, I feel like the 6 is good enough. I'm not a fan of 90 hertz, but it's $600. I'm not gonna complain.
Let's talk about that, by the way.
Yeah,
that price point, the price points on both of these phones that's pretty ridiculous for what's being packed in here. Just like you're saying, like 600 and 900. That's pretty nuts. Right?
Yeah. They're insane in my opinion. I see all your questions, y'all. We're gonna get to them.
Yeah.
One, I was like, hey Google, so something's gonna ring in my home.
Yeah, careful.
I was like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, fam?
What's up, bro?
How did you get it so cheap? I was like, how did you get it so cheap? What corners did you have to cut? I was like, is it because Tensor streamline some of the costs for you, got you some efficiencies? And they were just like, no, we're just not taking a huge profit, And I was like, oh, okay. They cut their profit margin for this. They were like, Tensor is not a cheap chip. Don't think of it that way. Because if you look at the specs too, it's definitely like the Snapdragon 888 has one X1 core. It's not, this one has two X1 cores.
Right.
And so it's binary, and it's 5 nanometers too. So
do you think is this Google being like, okay, get it out there cheap, get Tensor in there, get Tensor in people's hands, and then this is just to build that baseline market, that audience, and then they'll have the price kind of raise, they'll make a bigger profit as we go on probably, but they're willing to take the hit this year, it sounds like. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe that's the goal. I mean, if you think about it, Pixel's market share is still super low at 1% compared to everyone else, right. Samsung and Apple mostly. And so Google, it's high time people started thinking about Pixels. I saw a chiropractor the other day and they were like, yeah, I use a Pixel too. I was like, wait, what? You must be the unicorn, the one person in the wild I see using a Pixel. No one really uses Pixel phones. So
just
it's
me.
Time. Yeah, and me, but we're in the industry. I don't know if it matters. I'm sorry, I'm getting very distracted by the questions in the chat, but I'll quickly just wrap up by saying it's high time people consider it Pixels, and I think that's part of why their price so low. Will Google up the price after this if they start getting market share? That would be pretty shitty, but who knows? We can't say they even know their future plans yet. I will say Google has generally made more affordable phones in the competition, even with the Nexus line. So seems pretty much their strategy so far. Okay, going back to the questions. Nirakash Sakota says one of the reasons it's also cheaper, or people don't use Pixel so much, is because Pixel's not in every country. That's a very good reason. People are still having pre-order or order issues. I love hearing this because it bodes well for Google, right? It means that you guys are hyped and you're trying to order, and it's just like the GPU shortage, like the gaming console shortage.
I know. I wonder sometimes. It's like Google knew this traffic was coming, guys. I mean, you're Google. If you can't keep your site up, I'm just saying. Come on.
Were you not anticipating to do so well? So
I know.
I saw a few questions in the chat about, can you buy these through your carriers? And I will say I just took a look at my inbox, and we already have AT&T and Verizon hitting us up with press releases about the Pixel 6. So, hey, at least those two carriers will have them here in the US. Elsewhere in the world, I unfortunately don't have that information for you. So I'd say check your local provider. A lot of people saying, no Pixel Watch. What about the Fold? I don't know what to tell you.
We got censored. Yeah.
We got censored. Bryant Mitchell says, did you see Qualcomm's response to Tensor? I haven't seen it, but Qualcomm has been very salty on its social media lately, and I'm not here for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, we're a little too much on the salt right now, Qualcomm. Calm down. It's okay.
They're trying to do like console wars. Come on. We're over this. We're past this. We're moving on. We're adults now.
Oh boy. Robin Hose or Hosey says, what is Pixel's track record for image distortion on its ultra wides? They've been pretty decent. The barrel distortion isn't too bad. Better than Samsung, in my opinion. Although I'm not sure if they have the same field of view, both of them. I know that Samsung's at 123 degrees, and I can't remember if Google's at 114 or 120. Excuse me, because I have a lot of specs swirling around my head, not for the same phone. So yeah, no, Google's been good at that. Sometimes Google does bad in the past, like with the Pixel 3, for example. They did very bad selfie lens correction for me, so my face would be warped like it was in a goldfish bowl. But they fixed that over time. So I think Pixels have generally a good track record when it comes to camera stuff. Speaking of the camera stuff, Jess, were you stoked by some of these special features they're introducing?
Well, yeah. So we mentioned the image equity stuff in the beginning, and this is like something on the software side that Google has been talking about doing. Real Tone is the tech that they're putting into these new cameras. They've worked with, they say, like a diverse range of experts and photographers, and they showed some of those people during today's video. But it's really cool that, okay, it's also sad. This is the 6th Pixel. Google's market share has always included people of every skin tone, but the cameras, and just like cameras cameras from the dawn of cameras, have been made for white skin tones, like white people. And this is a problem. This is something that, people on staff have talked about. Like, this is not coming out of nowhere, people.
Right.
So it's great that finally Google's taking the initiative and trying to make their cameras accurately represent the world, work for everyone the same. And hey, if you haven't noticed that this is an issue, that's your privilege. That's okay.
Yeah, I am happy for the people who are supporting this and supporting each other, but we can all be civil in the chat. So no calling each other names, please, or you will be blocked, banned, or somehow modded. But yeah, it's something that, unless you've experienced it yourself, the constant inability of seeing your own face represented in the color that you see it in the mirror, in the same tone that you see it, and to see it in pictures too, then you don't really understand what's going on. So just have some compassion for that. But I was also talking about special features like Magic Eraser or
that
motion move. Yeah. I was talking about those features.
So Magic Eraser, that scares me, actually. Like, I'm actually not a fan. I know everyone was like super stoked about Magic Eraser, and I was like, oh no, like, we don't need to make it easier to change the reality. I don't know. When I take a photo, it's like, that's the photo. Like, I'll do color correction, but like, I'm not gonna take people out of the photo so I can look like I'm on an empty beach. To me, that's nuts. But hey, more power to you if you want to do that.
Yes, yeah. I saw a demo at my hands-on where they took a photo and very controlled, right? They had a person stand very deliberately, they had a passerby walk behind very deliberately, and there was a backpack in front of a blank wall, that sort of thing. And they were able to, yes, tap on the thing, the outline appeared and then erased it. And then there was like seamlessly generated background. Very lovely. Well done compared to some other iterations I've seen. For example, Samsung phones have done Object Eraser for a while. Adobe Photoshop even does this. So quite a good job on Google's part on filling in the background. I only saw a faint shadow left behind. And if you're not looking for it, you actually wouldn't notice it was there. So well done, Google. But this wasn't a brand new feature just in the world of smartphones is kind of what I wanted to say. Not sure if I need to be a perfectionist with the things in my background either. So we'll see. How about
it doesn't do much for me. Yeah. The motion blur stuff is cool. I really liked how they described how the motion blur like technology works, where it's taking two different photos, two different lenses, and it's going to merge them. That's pretty smart. Instead of, it's not like taking a photo and trying to guess what the face looks like, thankfully.
Right.
So it's actually taking a still frame from hopefully the same shot and, from that same exact frame and just putting it there. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the face unblur feature, which is, I when I thought about that, I was like, oh yeah, why not? Like, yes, of course, use the sharper image, paste the picture in, and then you don't, instead of compensating for X and Y axis movement sometimes and pitch and yaw and roll and all of that stuff, which it's also doing. It's just not doing it with the face, which is great. And then some of the action pan and the long light, long exposure features, once again, not brand new in the world of smartphone photography. We've seen it on Huawei's phones. We've seen it on Sony's Xperia phones. So, Google's not breaking a mold, but it seems to be doing it better. We'll see.
I like it.
Will you use that every day in your daily life?
Motion blur? No. Face unblur I won't use. But the motion settings, some of the settings for like action shots, or they had the Ferris wheel in the background of a photo.
Yes.
That's cool. I think my photos are gonna look closer to how I actually want them to look, and that's nice. Yeah.
I can't wait to put it through its paces to really test it some more. Now, some good questions in the chat. Nobody did ask how many languages does Vocal Translate support. They gave a handful of languages in materials to start with, including, I believe, Japanese, German, French. I can't remember offhand all of them. I don't know if they've given a full list. I think it was somewhere around 20 or less. Although interpreter mode has been updated to 40 something languages. They're all different things. So you kind of have to really dive and drill into the spec sheet, which I can do in a little bit. And everyone's just wondering if they've gone through to pre-order successfully. Oh, someone asked if there's a difference in the enclosure materials. Just on the materials themselves, I don't believe there's a difference. I know the finish is different on the sides of the Pro and the regular Pixel 6, where the Pro has a shinier, more metallic edges, even along the camera bump, and then the regular 6 has more of a matte finish. But the spec sheet doesn't really list the materials. I can tell you that the Pro is 20-ish grams heavier, so we have that.
I like the recycled cases they were doing. I like that they were translucent. You could see through, and kind of keeps the phone looking how you bought it, which is nice.
I just wish they were prettier. I'm not the biggest fan of the neon shades some of them are in, but they are flush against the camera bump, which is nice. If you don't like that potential wobbling, which by the way it does not wobble, you can get a case to offset that. It doesn't wobble that much. If you really have to be jabbing at the camera very hard to be trying to get it to
so if it's on the table, it's chilling, and you can hit it, you can touch it, and it's not gonna blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're
that's good to know.
Interacting with the bottom 2/3 of the screen, which most people will anyway, because it's hard to just reach up when you're on the table to the top part of the screen, right? Barely budges. It doesn't even it slides, but that's just because it's every phone will slide sort of. So there you go.
That's just
I'm seeing
physics.
Scott Lombardo. Yeah, right. I'm seeing Scott Lombardo, and a lot of people complain that their phone was removed from their cart, and that everything is sold out except for the 128 gig black color option. This
Oh
is
my.
bullshit. Oh my god! I mean, congratulations, Google, but also what the hell?
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That has to be a bug.
I mean, gosh, who knows? I will ping someone at Google to be like, am I supposed to send you congratulations, or is there a bug? Like,
yeah, what's happening?
Yeah. A lot of people are upset. You guys, Zachary Powers, Bradley Mountford, you seem quite pissed that they're all sold out. Woof.
I'm kind of mad too. I was gonna
Hey.
try to get one.
I am upset for you. Yeah, I would be upset too.
That's all right.
I am lucky that I have an in, I guess, that I
You
will
do.
have a review unit eventually.
Mhm.
I think
Well, you have to
is what
do.
I'm able to say.
Yeah, you do a lot of work for that review unit. That is all yours. I will pay for mine. Thank you.
I am trying to not get distracted by the 300 pings going on at work. Jess, do you have any
Mhm.
other thoughts? Did they talk about Pixel Pass? Because I don't remember if they mentioned
no.
that during the keynote. No, right?
I didn't see that.
So it
no.
seems like, yeah, it seems like they didn't talk about it. Hey, chat, if you want to hear more about Pixel Pass, just say yes, talk about Pixel Pass, because otherwise I'm not going to waste time talking about it. Pixel Pass is just
Google
this,
didn't
like,
think it was important.
yeah, not important enough for their keynote, so might as well not.
Yeah.
It seems like, yeah, everyone's complaining about it all being sold out. Are there any features you think we might have stopped short of talking about, Jess?
So one thing that I thought was kind of interesting were the kind of at the end they did the security features, like the security hub.
Yes.
And that's nice. Just kind of at a glance and easy like control board for your permissions and your apps, and just keeping your device locked down, keeping your accounts safe. Anything like that, I'm usually on board with stuff like that. And this looked like a really cool update, actually.
Yeah, it's both a software and a hardware upgrade. We've heard about the Titan M2 security coprocessor with like a secure element on it, and then also the Tensor Security Core, where sensitive info will be processed away from everything else. And then now we've got the security and privacy hub and dashboard. So that's great. Okay, I'm seeing that chat is asking, yes, please talk about the Pixel Pass. So hey, Pixel Pass. It is like Apple's, what's Apple's called? One? What's Apple's? I forget. Pixel Pass is a monthly subscription. And I'm looking up the official language. Okay, it brings your Pixel and Google services together. So like, you know how Google has Drive and YouTube Premium, YouTube Music Premium, Google Play Pass. So basically, if you pay $45 a month, you can get a new Pixel 6 with 200 gigs of storage on Google One, as well as ad-free YouTube videos, music, and games with YouTube Premium, with YouTube Music Premium, with Google Play Pass, as well. And then if you pay $55 a month, that's for the 6 Pro. And that will come with 200 gigs of storage, phone backups, again, YouTube Premium, YouTube Music Premium, and Play Pass. So I'm not very familiar with Google Play Pass myself. Sounds a lot like Apple Arcade to me. Have you used Google Play Pass, Jess?
Not Google Play Pass. I'm reading our story on Engadget.com about Pixel Pass right now.
Okay.
No, I haven't used that, but if it's like Apple Arcade, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you all now know. So anyway, to buy your new Pixel with a Pixel Pass, you have to get it through Google Fi and the Google Store. Those are the options. So it's basically like when Apple did that upgrade plan, right? This is one, and also you can upgrade to a new Pixel after 2 years. So
I like that.
Pixel 8.
This Pixel Pass, yeah, like this is really attractive to me. Even like I might
Pixel
do something like this.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah,
it's another way to get people into the Pixel ecosystem, which is something that Google really needs to try to do. No one's married to Pixel. No one's even interested in Pixel at the moment, right? Like few people are, as we all know. hopefully the Pixel 6, I mean, my personal hope is that it changes for Google, because I do think the Pixels are great phones, and I do think people should consider them, give them a shot. Every time someone asks me what phone they should buy, and this is usually my friends in Singapore, I'm like, can you get a Pixel? And the bad thing is they always have to wait, or it's always more expensive. This is just how it is when you're buying a phone outside of the US. And I get it. I get your pain. Anyone who's outside of the US, you have to wait. You have to pay more. That really sucks. I don't know how to fix that. I'm so sorry.
Well, we'll put you in charge of, you're in charge of Apple, and now we'll put you in charge of Google, and you'll just fix that whole supply chain for us. Thanks.
Maybe.
Yeah, great.
All right, y'all. What other questions do we have on chat, or do you have, Jess?
Let's see. I'm looking through chat now. Yeah, I mean, I'm stoked about the Pixel 6. The Pro, I think I'm going to get the Pro eventually. I'll see if the store will actually
Whenever it
load
comes.
for me.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I
able
guess.
to.
Yeah, we'll see.
Boy. Yeah, it looks like everyone's just really, really upset. Angelo Sai goes, "Did you just call us distractions?" Yes, I did. Y'all are distracting. There's a lot of you, which I'm very happy about. Actually, I'm glad you all are here watching with us. Hey, if you enjoy listening to us, talking with us, and having your questions answered live, we also have the Engadget podcast on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. I am one of the co-hosts. Jess is on sometimes as one of our guests. My other co-host is Devindra Hardwar. And yeah, we'll be here this week on Thursday as well at about 10 a.m. Eastern on the Engadget YouTube channel. So you can subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get a notification. If not, just mark your own calendar or just come back if you're feeling like it. I'm not going to force you. It's your life. Live it, bro or sis. But we will have a lot to talk about this Thursday. So honestly, maybe even some surprises. So I don't know. Am I teasing? Am I not?
Yes, she's teasing, folks. This is a tease. This is what it looks like.
Shout out to Marina Midori, who wants a sort of sunny 512 gig Pixel. I think Marina Midori is just like a familiar name that I've seen on my Twitter. So hey, if it's you, hi.
Good name.
Yeah, it's a really nice alliterative name. Again, all of you are complaining about the out of stock, not only for the Google store, but also apparently on Verizon, your carriers. So there you go. Charles Wright points out Pixel Pass can be used with any of the carriers. Also, the language I was given is that you have to get it through Google Fi and the store. I'm sure you can get it through the Google store and also then choose your carrier from there.
Yes.
I don't believe the carriers themselves are offering Pixel Pass.
Right.
Wave Sonics says, question, can you please fix the stock issues? I'm not Google. I'm so sorry. I wish I had that power. But
I wish you did too. I really do.
I know. Same.
Yeah.
Nemo Chow. Hey. The error code thing. I think one time is enough.
We get it. Thanks.
R008. We gotcha. We can't fix your problem. We got Google. I will pray to the Google lords for you, and hope that you all get your Pixel 6s when you can. Pidil Marek says, hope you can get it now in Indonesia. Honestly, I don't know why Google hasn't been able to reach as many countries as it should. With the Pixel 5a, it was only in the US and Japan. That I understand because of supply, like global chip supply shortage problems. Now, who knows? So Max Santa says you can't get it in Spain. Gunnar S is asking if anyone ordered successfully yet. Aceman LLC says that's why you got the 5A and you're good. Yeah, if you're in the US and Japan, you can get the 5A. Elsewhere, everyone seems to be shit out of luck. Oh boy. Oh, Nick Bagel Boy, good, coming in hot with a good comment. You really wish they kept the rear physical fingerprint sensor, because your Samsung S20 thumbprint sensor on the screen is nowhere near as accurate as your Pixel 3 rear physical. This is something. So I was surprised by the Snapchat tap to snap feature that was introduced at the keynote. This is not something I was shown in advance. I do not use Snap, so I do not care. But I think there has been implementations of that tap to launch an app feature before. I just wasn't aware if it was still on the Pixel 6. But yes, that is the perfect placement for a fingerprint sensor. And if you're able to do a tap to snap, you should be able to take that out and put a fingerprint sensor in, as opposed to the in-display fingerprint sensor that's on here.
And that's totally true. I like the back of the phone fingerprint sensor on my Pixel 5. Like this is very natural for me. That's where it goes.
Right.
And I when I've used the thumbprint sensors on other phones, it hasn't been as good, but they were older models. It's been a while. So I hope that, it's fine. But yeah, that's a pretty natural action for me to do the back of the phone. Yeah.
It's a little so natural to the point where like the second I touch my phone, I accidentally unlock it, right? And
exactly. Yeah.
I've used Samsung's in-screen sensors. They're better now. They used to be complete garbage. They are faster now. They, the UI is built better around it. The thing with just the way you hold, your phone, if it's it has to be intuitively placed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You kind of either only use the side of your thumb, or you have to like twist your wrist a little bit. I get that. It's awkward placement. When there was Touch ID in the past, it was a physical sensor, which is a little different because it's grippier and you know where to aim. So it's like it's better. But yeah, this is something that definitely already sort of I'm iffy about. So
yeah.
Definitely, like when I'm making my Pixel 6 buying decision, eventually I'm not going to know which one I want to get. Like I want the Pro. I want all the features of the Pro. It's big.
It's big. It's big. And the case is going to make it bigger, and if you want a pop socket or whatever, like it's all this stuff. So
yeah.
I get
exactly.
that. I get that.
So we'll see. I might
I'm
be
here for it
because of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I want a big chunky phone. Let's go.
Girl, I support that. I
know.
love it. Big screens are good. Let's I like big screens, and I cannot lie. If Terrence is listening to this,
shouldn't.
He will shake his head. Spying again has a good point. Black Friday is coming. So maybe if you can't get it today, and maybe if Google learns from its mistake today of not having enough stock or having a site not be well maintained, maybe Black Friday is a good time for it to offer a promotion. So there's that.
That's really soon. So yeah, don't feel bad if you have to wait a little while. Like that's not a bad deal. Yeah.
It's possible like between now and then too there might be another price drop. So you never know. I know that we're all very excited to get our hands on the newness. This is definitely, and I also will say people haven't fully reviewed this thing out in like the real world yet, because like we just heard about the phone. So hang tight for the reviews, right? Because pre-orders start today, yes, but they're available on shelves October 28th. So there should be more stock coming on October 28th. And, my birthday is around then. Don't know how it's relevant here, but
it's relevant. Always. Definitely need to know that. Thank you.
Scorpio babies. But I'm hopeful that there'll be more stock then, but it also gives reviewers a chance to test it out, and have real world impressions for you, so that things that might be in only iffy now, that might be red flags for the future, or maybe there's some kind of huge battery flaw that makes it last only 2 hours. This is the sort of stuff you want to know before you go spend money. So if you're mad at the pre-orders being broken right now, maybe there's a bright side. Maybe there's a silver lining to this. So I hope that improves your day.
It's always smart to wait for the reviews anyway. Like that makes sense to me. I'm very curious what you're going to say about the final products. So
I'm curious what I'm going to say, but I'll give you a sneak preview when we're privately messaging. Rebecca Rasmussen says they were able to pre-order from Best Buy. So hey, if you haven't been able to pre-order from whoever you've been trying, maybe Best Buy is an option. We do not work for Best Buy. Just saying, this is what our chat person said. We do work for Verizon though, so hey, that's a disclaimer. They do not own our editorial coverage. They're just 10% of our owner right now. Rishab Kumar Singh asks, when will the Pixel 6 launch in India? Hey fam, I don't know. That's really Google's rollout patterns globally have generally been the same. So I would look to history for an idea of when that will be.
I'm interested in if I could get something for my Pixel 5 trade-in. I saw some messages in the chat about some pretty good trade-in deals, so I'm interested in that. I have a 5. Maybe I'll get some money for it.
I wonder if the individual carriers have good like trade-in promotions for you. Let me take a look. Let's see. You can save $700 on a new Pixel if you switch to Verizon. No, that's not what I wanted to show y'all.
Josue says $405 for Pixel 5 as a trade-in.
Okay. Existing customers can get up to $350 off the Pixel 6 with select trade-in and select unlimited plans. This is all Verizon. That's just because I happen to have the Verizon thing open. I will look at AT&T just to be a bit more balanced. So, even though
over $300 though.
Yeah, close to that. So half the price almost. Yeah. We had a question in the chat from Christopher Calloway Brooks. Millimeter wave on all models? Yes, indeed. It supports sub 6 and millimeter wave on the 6 and the 6 Pro. According to Terrence, our managing editor, his trade-in of a Pixel 3 XL would give him $80. LOL.
Oh. Wow. Well,
I don't know where you're looking, Terrence, but look for a better option. Do better.
Yeah, seriously. My gosh. Be better, Terrence.
Oh, my Lord. Hey, some of the people that were talking about some of the voice features coming, I also want to point out that these are potentially good for accessibility use cases. Specifically the call-related ones. I forget the names of these things. They were like, wait for me is one of them. Hold for me or wait for me?
Hold for me. Yeah.
Right. But there's also the one where they transcribe what the telephone operator says into a touchscreen menu for you. So instead of listening to the endless list of press 1 if you want to speak to our special representative on special offers and discounts, press 2 if you want to just talk chit chat all day and then never get to the point of anything, press 3 if you never ever want to talk to a human operator. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just went on for a while, didn't I?
That's what they do, though.
That's what they do. So instead of that, Google will make it easier, just a touchscreen, readable interface for you. So people with hearing impairments can use that. All right. I don't want to drag on and on. Right. I don't want to drag on and on if we don't have any more questions. So I see that Garbara says Engadget's A-team is in today. High five, Jess. We're the A-team.
Yes,
high
baby.
Five.
You're
not.
Oh wait, am I over here? I'm over here. I'm over here. Oh, got it. It's over there. I'm sorry. I'm right here. I'm not moving. Yes. We did it. I'm proud of us. Guys, that was the hardest thing we did today.
Yeah, exactly. Now, screw everything else. We had fun. I don't know about y'all. We had fun. Rishabh says, thanks for taking question. Love from India. Namaste. Namaste. But yes, if you guys have any more questions, please send them our way. Michael says website's also down in the UK. So, And Jonathan Anderson's having issues with an Engadget stream, the Engadget stream. So I don't really know what's going on. Let's hope that things are okay. Christopher Carlton reporting that pre-order site is now showing everything is back in stock.
Nice. All right, guys, go for it. Let's go.
Again, I would suggest you wait for reviews, but yes. Kevin Miller says, do we think the 128 gigs of storage is enough for most users? Man, I mean, I pay for like an extra terabyte or so of storage on Google Drive stuff. So yes, 128 gig local is fine for me. But if you're not doing that, 128 might not be enough, especially if you take a crap ton of photos like I do.
That's not enough. I'm sorry. Like, that's not enough for anyone. I feel like, unless you're like not using your phone for what it's doing for you. Yeah, it's fine.
Right. Unless you're barely using your phone every day, it's not going to last you a whole year. Let's just put it that way, right? You're 6 months in, you're going to get the prompt to be like, hey, you ran out of free storage. Do you want to buy the 99-cent a month program? Sure.
And you do.
So there you go.
Sure you do.
There's some good deals apparently. He Who Slays points out Best Buy gives you the earbuds for free with the purchase of Pro. Hey, nice.
Cool.
we still don't have Indian pricing. Oh, but yeah. So the point back about that 128 gigs being not necessarily enough for everyone, it does mean that the pricing is slightly not misleading, but like with caveats, right? You need to know that this means you might need to pay a bit more to get the more reasonable storage model option, which is 256 gigs on the 6. The 6 Pro goes up to 512 gigs.
512.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jojo Pro says, is it true that the Pixel 6 is only sub 6 5G and not millimeter wave? No, there are millimeter wave bands. I'm going to double check my spec sheet right now just to look at the bands. It's all the way at the bottom.
People are still sad that there was no Pixel Fold. That was a pipe dream, guys. Come on. That wasn't going to happen.
Guys.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, India, we don't know India. I'm sorry. We don't know when this is coming.
Sorry. Yep, they
That's
both
up to you.
have millimeter wave and sub 6. They both have exactly the same band support. So
nice.
There you go. On my spec sheet, at least in the US. So there you go. It would obviously depend on your carrier, who you're using this on, so on and so forth. Pixel Watch seems to be another one. It says Captain Obvious with the interesting spelling. Paul Harding, still tempted by Duo 2. Right now, I am just chit-chatting with y'all, and I'm actually enjoying it. We can just shoot the shit. And that's my favorite.
I mean, yeah.
I love shooting the shit.
Pixel Fold is going to happen, Christopher Carr says. Not for a while, though. That's fine. It's just not now, man. Like, they're going to let everyone else figure out the tech, figure out what they're like, and then they'll do it eventually. But it's not now. Yeah. I would love a watch. Pixel Watch, that makes more sense.
Agreed. Agreed. Aditya Mundra says 128 gigs should be good, you believe, considering Pixel has unlimited photo uploads till February 2022, which is yes. So again, with caveats, right? Like if you're relying on cloud, 128 gigs is going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out of internet connection anywhere ever, and you want to look at your photos from way back when at some point, like that might be a problem. So like it's just for the more peace of mind scenarios, you want a little bit more storage. Pratik Daga says wait for thermal performance and display reviews. Yep. Yeah, that's that's my thinking too. Well, looks like we got a lot of people in the chat really concerned about India.
I know. I'm sorry.
James
I wish you could.
Yeah. James, do you think it's embarrassing that Google, a search giant that handles billions of queries, can't run a shopping cart? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very I'm embarrassed for them.
Paul Harding, any rumors on new Google Wi-Fi 6E? I'm not exactly sure what you mean here. Do you mean if the phone supports Wi-Fi 6E? Because they both do.
Mm-hmm.
Sagar Akash asks, please answer me. Can you repeat your question? Because I must have missed it. I hope you understand this jumps very quickly for us.
Yeah.
Let's just go on. Not anymore, apparently, now that I talk about it.
Everyone's like, we're good.
Is millimeter wave limited to certain regions like with the iPhone? Millimeter wave is limited to certain regions, but it's not phone specific unless your phone has not the comprehensive band support. Millimeter wave, it just requires very much like line of sight range. So your phone has to be able to shoot rays to the tower, and if anything is in the way, your signal will be disrupted if it can't bounce the signal off something else to reach your phone. So that's millimeter wave. So because carriers haven't really built enough of those towers around yet, yes, it is limited to some regions that way. I mean, I hope that's what you're asking.
The infrastructure is on its way still. Yeah.
Like, yeah, kind of like when 4G had to like take off in a huge way up from 3G here in the US. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kunal Zob says, how do we feel about camera bar design? I don't mind it. Jess, do you like it?
I like it. I have no problem with it. I understand, like we were talking about the thumbprint sensor on the back. I think they may have been worried that people would really be freaked out by that bar, so they didn't want to put anything else on the back of the phone. I totally get that. But I actually think it looks kind of cool. So yeah, no big deal for me.
Good. I don't mind it at all. I don't understand. I mean, look, we all hated camera bumps when they came out. The little like, we all hated them
blop, blop, blop.
when they just first started coming out, and I think we've all grown to get like to be used to them. So, and they're actually even more off center and asymmetrical than the bar.
Right.
So there's that.
Exactly.
Askander X has asked this twice. Have we reviewed the new Fairphone? We haven't reviewed a Fairphone because they're not on our high up on our list of priorities. It's not that they're not interesting. It's just that we have a lot of phones to go through. And if I had a team of 7 phone reviewers whose job it is to only review phones, we will have reviewed the Fairphone by now. But we don't. So
dreams.
Goals and dreams, yes. Let's see if there's anything else coming. But someone said something about how we'll finally understand the pain of Exynos here in the US. And I had to say I'm very nervous about that. Exynos versions of Samsung phones have always been such a pain in the butt. I've heard such awful things about their thermal performance, their battery performance, their just general performance. And I've always felt like other regions got shafted with Exynos versions. Seems to be less of an issue with the new 5nm Exynos, but yeah, I'm not sure if Tensor's performance in general will be fine, will be good compared to the Snapdragon counterpart. We'll have to see. I will say I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm optimistic.
All that I can say. Yeah. I can't say all that much, y'all. Stop trying to get me to spill secrets.
So close. We almost got her, guys. She was right there. Keep going.
Almost told you everything that I know. Almost.
All of it.
I know so much. So much. Aditya says, when can we expect full reviews? I understand that there are timelines set of how much I can say. Any ETA of full reviews? I will say this. In general, if you look to past history, companies almost always time embargoes to when their phones go on sale. That's it.
The end.
That's all the news I have for y'all.
Yep.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Haro Garcia, when will the phone ship? They're supposed to be on shelves October 28th, which is pretty much when they'll start shipping probably as well.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
It looks like they the stock of black phones seems to be like that's the one everyone can see. That like black phones are in stock. I want the black one, so I am very, very into that.
Oh, okay. Is it because it's like in line with your brand, or like you just like it?
It's my gothy vibe. I need a black phone for my black heart. You understand?
I like I like the colorful ones. I really like the mint one for the regular Pixel 6. Rogelio Orozco asks, if you were at us, would you wait on a pre-order? Yeah, I would wait till they were on shelves. Because why? Because that means that I can A, probably have read reviews by then, B, walk into a store and play with it before I really decide if I want to buy it. And I know that not everyone's going out. You know, it's still not necessarily super safe to venture outside because pandemic's still going on. But yeah, nothing can beat your own hands-on time with the phone to really get a sense of what it is. Whether you want to Rogelio, I'm sorry, Rogelio Orozco. Aditya says bye. Thanks for joining us today, Aditya. Thanks. You can come back next time.
Yeah.
What
did you think of the new Batman trailer? That's not Google.
Look, cool, we should talk about that though.
I liked it. I'm into it.
Wait, I heard a lot of
Oh no.
Welcome to the Google Pixel event poster where we're actually really hype about the Batman trailer.
Robert Pattinson Batman. I need to talk about
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Batmanson. Oh my god.
He would have a black pixel. I know. I was not sure what to expect, but I like the new Batman trailer. And that's the end of that.
He's been doing some good stuff lately. Let's be honest. He did that really gritty, old-timey one with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Yes. The Lighthouse, which was nuts. Yeah.
It was a real like acting gig. You know what I mean?
That was an actor's movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Wave Sonic says Dune though. Yeah, Dune. I am excited to watch. Though. I love Zendaya.
Dune.
Okay, I will get back quickly to Pixel for a bit before we just spiral out of control. Someone asked if we know if there's phone or call recording in the Pixel phones. I don't. If you're talking about a recorder app, then yes. Google has its own
Mhm.
recorder app, and it's very good at
And it's good.
transcribing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing as a reporter. One of my favorites.
Yep.
Spying Again says what? So no phone reviews before October 28th. That is not what I said. Just want to say that is not what I said. So I didn't say no phone reviews before October 28th. I just said generally the timing in the past has been phone or whatever reviews all come out around the time of on sale dates. That's what I said. Okay. Paul Harding said, is there ultra wideband in the Pixel 6? No, ultra wideband. By ultra wideband, I mean the chip that does spatial and ranging stuff. That thing, not millimeter wave. It's even though some carriers will call that ultra wideband, but no, we're talking about this one chip that like is used in Apple's like higher end phones for like Find My, very precise locating of things in your home. Okay, that chip is only in the 6 Pro and not the 6. So things like good Android Share, for example, like sharing info with other compatible phones might not work.
So you're saying some carriers mislabel that though, and they call it ultra wideband? That's upsetting. But okay.
It's just a marketing name for millimeter wave 5G. In my opinion, that's what they call it. UWB 5G is what they call it. But in a way, they use similar technology. It's just like it can get confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is confusing.
Yes. Are we going to see Dune on an IMAX screen? I'm sorry. I know this is a Google stream, but I cannot stop talking about random other stuff.
No, I definitely IMAX for Dune. That sounds like the way to do it.
I'm gonna watch it at home because I'm still not big on going to theaters unnecessarily. But
understood. That is true.
Yeah, but I support theaters. That's like, let's be clear.
Yeah, just turn all the lights down. Get your popcorn at home. Yeah.
We are going to be wrapping this show. We anyway seem to have run out of questions from you guys. I feel like we've answered most of your questions, which is great. Now, yeah, I guess that's it. Send us your thoughts if you have any more of them. You can always tweet at Engadget. You can tweet me. I'm at Sherlyn Lowe. Jess, where can people find you?
At Jess Condit on Instagram and Twitter. 2 T's.
Yay!
Jess
and also make sure to come. Jess Condit.
Jess L. Condit on Instagram. Yeah, you're fine. Jess
L. Condit. There we go.
Whatever.
It's a good Insta. You should go check it out. Check out our podcast live stream as well. It's happening this Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern here on the Engadget YouTube channel. We will be talking about a lot of movies like Dune and Matrix and Batman trailers. So you really do need to come back, and we'll have surprises for you. It's been fun chatting with you guys, and we'll have more for you. So yeah, see you guys soon. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.